Alright, it's Monday, September 16th. I just want to make a quick video. We just went to, just got back from Cummins. There's my rocker cover gasket. And my head gasket for my Onan. There's the old one. Lines right up. Yeah, the generator place told me that that motor was obsolete and there was no parts available. Now, I bought Napa filters. I went to the Wix dealer and he got me Napa filters, but they got me them. I still need to get the gasket for the sediment bowl. It still goes up in there. But I put the filters on and I put oil in it. Put fresh 1540 oil in it. And we went up tonight. Went up to Cummins. And I thought, you know, this is an obsolete engine. They're going to charge me what they want for that gasket. And I was really fearful that that gasket, as puny as it is, might be $200. Here's my bill. $17.64. The cylinder head gasket was $9.11. And this is where we went. I got the address. It wasn't my address, but I didn't want anybody to know. There's the part numbers. Rocker arm cover gasket. Onan. And I am really pleased that Cummins got parts for these things. And they're available and cheap. So anyhow, quick video. Now I can get the head put back together. I've got some lapping compound. I want to lap the valves in and put the head back on. See if we can make this thing run. So not tonight. It's late. The Cummins dealer is open till midnight. So we run up there after dark. So anyhow, thanks for watching. All right. Finally got all my parts here. Got my gaskets and stuff. I'm gonna lap these valves. I got a valve lapping tool. Had to borrow that. Nobody knows what that is anymore. I've already done the first exhaust valve. And I won't focus on it. But yeah, you can see where it's hitting there, and it's not shiny anymore. These are all shiny, so I'm gonna set you up here and I'm gonna do a couple, and then I'm gonna put the valves in. So hold on. I had to get valve lapping compound from work because we use it there for lapping pump heads and things like that. So we had valve lapping compound. I just smeared a little bit on the valve where it seats in the head. Put it down in here like so. It's not as glamorous as you might think. As good a shape as these valves are in, I probably wouldn't have done this. Alright. No, it sticks. You can see the right little haze it's got on it. That's lapping compound, but you can see the haze where it's seating and grinding in there. So that's that. Let me do the rest of them and I'll bring you back. Alright, this is the last exhaust valve. They seem to turn a whole lot better than the intakes. You don't want it to stick. It really sticks. I think that's probably enough. These valves are in pretty good shape. And I need ground or nothing. And that one's got a nice seat on it again too. So, alright, let me get this cleaned up and I'll bring you back. Alright, back at this. Put a little oil on the valve stem. This just happens to be STP. It's got zinc in it. That's an intake valve because there it is. It says intake. There's an intake hole. Kind of bothered me a little bit. I want to clean that out. Feel a little gritty. So we'll I did wash this thing out a couple times. No matter what I do, it seems like I got dirt everywhere. This shop isn't made for putting engines together. Alright, intake valve, wiped off good. A little bit of oil on it. Oh yeah, that feels a whole lot better. Valve spring. And my valve spring compressor is just on the verge of being too small for this big a cylinder. It's made for small engines. I finally lost my handle. Little square keepers, I don't know. Usually they're square cut, I don't know. Usually they're tapered. But anyhow, put a little grease on them. Stick them down in the valve stem. Get it down in there, move it around with a screwdriver. Usually don't have trouble with the tapered ones. don't have too much of a choice but to go where they're supposed to. These things rather fall out. On the verge of exploding. Anyhow, there's that. There it is. They're in there. Those two are done. The keepers are in there. And I just back it off till make sure they're seated. Yeah, my valve spring compressor's about whipped out. Make sure both keepers are in there, all of them. Looks pretty good. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, there they are. All the keepers back down in there. And it's got grease on it. It doesn't look like it's seated in there right, but it's seated in there right. Because there's a taper and then there's a seat for them. Alright, now there's little caps that go on there, so hold on. These are little caps I was saying about here. I just washed them off in solvent, blew them dry. I gotta watch now that I tip the head over I don't lose them. But yeah, the rocker pushes on that. Rocker mounts on this stud and pushes on them little caps. So, all right, now gotta find, there's little O-rings, there's little tubes that get down here to the block, so I need to find the O-rings that fit them. I have a set of them. Hold on. Alright, these are the push rod tubes. I'll put an O-ring on here. Now these are Viton O-rings. And I didn't get enough, so we're about done for the night. A little grease on it. And there's two washers and a spring. And it sits on this ridge. The spring sits on this ridge in the aluminum tube. And it goes down over push rod. I don't know if you can see that. Pushes down in there and seats. I don't know if it's seated or not, but yeah, these are all my old O-rings. And I don't have enough to do the bottoms. I didn't bring enough to do the tops, so I have to get some more O-rings. So, alright. And I did wash these up, solvent, and blow them off. So, let me make sure these are seated down in there. And that'll probably be enough for the night. Alright, they're seated down in there. The O-rings are down in there. The little washers get down in once you push them down, but you got to put the head on to hold them down. And whoa, I gotta get O-rings for the tops of there, and then I can put the head on. So I'm kind of done for the night. Like I said, I got the filters changed. I got my sediment bowl back on. I had to make a gasket for it. And yeah, now I gotta get some more O-rings before I can put the head on. So I got them at the hydraulics shop. I didn't get them at Cummins. So alright. Bring you back. Alright. Got my new O-rings on here. Those are 114 Viton O-rings. And that's the size of them. Viton meaning they're high temperature. I wanted to show you something here. I just got done washing up all the head bolts and the rocker assemblies. I wanted to show you this. That's how much wears on them rockers. Just that little tiny spot right there. And it's the same way down inside of here. Just a little bit of shiny in there. I don't think this engine has many hours on it. I really don't. I think it's spent most of its life sitting. Most of its life sitting and waiting. But I don't know. I hope to get it running and maybe use it a little more. So anyhow, I think next we'll be putting the head gasket on and getting the head torqued down. So I'll bring you back.